Alright guys, we're back and I have Tim Newman and Jacob Newman in the back. They are running backs at Myers Park, and Myers Park is nationally ranked and potentially predicted to win its first ever state championship in football. Myers Park had been a football state championship since the 60s, and they've never won one. What's going to be different this year, Tim Newman?
I just think overall this year with me and my brother, and with the type of talent we have on this year's team, that it's just a different culture. We have a standard that we've built over the years, even before I actually transferred here, and it's just allowed us as a group to understand our goal. We want to win a championship, and that's the main goal.
Yeah.
And we're working hard to get to that point, and really I think we're making strides in practice and in meetings. We're taking the right steps in that direction.
What is it like to be able to be on a team this good with your brother? I know he played a little bit last year. He was kind of a JV and a varsity player. But this year, you guys are probably going to start together in the backfield. And what's that like to play with your brother, and knowing that your father and your uncle played together as well in high school?
Oh, it's exciting. Playing with my brother, I haven't played with my brother since Pop Warner when we were 9 years old. So getting a chance to play with him again is like a goal. It's a dream. It's a dream that, we talk about it so much at home, and we laugh and we joke around. So having the opportunity to actually be on the same field with each other for my senior year, his sophomore year, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Who's the leader of the band at home? Is it you or him?
Definitely me.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a leader of the band.
Is that true?
He's gonna say no. But yeah, I think actually our father, he's real vocal, and he keeps us in check, keeps our minds right. And
what's your dad tell you about back when he played with his brother? Because they played for Olympic against Myers Park, had a big night. Now you guys are playing for Myers Park against Olympic, hoping to have a big night. Does he ever talk about that game or playing with his brother, with Charlie, what that meant?
He said, the first thing he said was that they came out expecting to have a big game, and before the end of the first half, they both had 100 yards.
Yeah.
And so for them to have a moment like that, he always talks about it as one of the greatest moments in his high school career. On Myers Park's homecoming night, to rush for 100 yards in the first half of that game, both of them, is something that he wishes for us to have, whether it's any game this season. We both can have 100 yards.
Particularly this game.
Particularly against Olympic, but any game.
Now you guys gonna be able to touch the ball enough to get 100 yards. Y'all do have a quarterback named Drake May on your team who's gonna throw the ball 90,000 times a game.
Absolutely, I think we're balanced.
you gonna make Drake eat the ball? Hey man.
Nah. I think we're a pretty balanced offense. I think we can run just as well as we can pass. I think that we have some of the best receivers in the state.
Absolutely.
The best quarterback. One of the best quarterbacks in the country just committed to Alabama. So, that we're definitely going to pass the ball, but we're definitely going to be able to run the ball just as well, I feel like.
There were a lot of people last year that kind of felt maybe Myers Park passed the ball too much. And then in the playoffs, when you really need to run the ball a little bit, you're up 13-0 on Vance, and you don't run it so much. Do you think maybe now, if you get in a big game like that, they'll be willing to give you guys the ball? And can you handle that load if it comes to that? If you're playing at Mile Creek in November, or Vance or somebody later in the playoffs, are you ready, Tim Newman, to step up and carry the load and carry Myers Park somewhere it hasn't been in 50 years?
Yeah, I think that we are ready. Me and the running back committee are ready for that. I think with what happened last year is that the pass had been working the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you get into a playoff game and you haven't ran as much, and so you throw the ball maybe a little bit too much, maybe not, because that's what we had did the whole year to that point.
Right.
So I can't really say that what happened last year was a bad thing, but definitely this year, I think that Coach Chadwick and our coaching staff trust the run game, and that this year that they will depend a little bit more on the run game.
I think it's going to take that for you guys to get where you want to go. All right, we're going to stop. We're going to pause. We're going to switch. We're going to put the baby brother in the front seat. Let him talk a little bit. All right, we got Jacob Newman. Now, you have been kind of a wonderkin since I met you back in 3rd grade. You know, you're always supposed to be this great athlete, and everybody's been looking forward to when you finally got to high school. Now you're in high school. What are you going to show us now that you're here and you got a chance to show everybody what they've been hearing about?
I think it's just time for me to show everybody what they've been waiting to see. That's been coming since, 3rd grade, and everybody, just the work I put in.
What's it like playing with your brother and on a team this good, with a team this equipped to go as far as you guys want?
That's just a blessing, especially to play with my brother his senior year. Not many brothers get that opportunity to play with each other. So, it's just a blessing just to have the talent that I have around us that he mentioned earlier, like Drake May, Musa Muhammad, Porter Oaks, dudes like that. I feel like, we can really make a run for the state championship this year. So,
Talk about your dad and his brother playing for Olympic against Myers Park, and now you guys playing for Myers Park against Olympic. I don't know if I've seen something like that before.
Yeah, it's definitely a big game for us. It was a big game for them, even though they played it on their homecoming. I feel like, big things to come from us this year, big expectations to come in this game. And, we've been working for this game all summer.
Yeah.
And we ready for this. We ready for this opportunity, ready to step on that big stage when it comes.
What's it feel like to be in the backfield of your brother? You blocking for him blocking for you, you cheering him on, him cheering you on. What's that like?
That's just blessing. That's just God. We thank him every day for what he does for us. Because, opportunities like that, they only come once in a lifetime. So,
does it make up for all the fighting in the bedroom?
Definitely.
Over the Xbox.
Because, at home, it get intense fighting the Xbox. But, when we in the same backfield for each other, we gotta know we got each other back. I got your block, follow me, all that. So,
how much better has he made you? Because I know you grew up trying to emulate him.
Extremely better, still making me better to this day. He is truly my role model, somebody I look up to in life. So, going out on the practice field, he gonna push you. So you got no choice but to get better and to work, and to just he gonna make sure he holds you to that standard. Nothing less than that.
You're one heck of a basketball player too. Probably one of the best players in the class of 2022. You're also tracking to be one of the best football players in the class of 2022. So the question is, what are you going to play in college?
That's a good question.
Langston has hard questions.
I still got time to think about that right now. I really don't know. It just whatever God presents in front of me. I'll have to really sit down with my family and think about that decision. And when that time comes, I'm gonna be ready to accept whatever God has for me. But
I know what you're gonna be doing for the next 3 or 4 months is playing football.
Yes, sir.
The question is, will you be playing the second week of December for a state championship?
Chadwick, though, the goal he set for us, standard set for us, we should be playing in December for a state championship.
You gonna look at the camera and say, "I guarantee it"?
I can guarantee you. Because Coach Chadwick is our coach.
All right, my man. Appreciate you. Thank you, Tim.